property manager, do you own your own business? Well, this statement is definitely for you. You have to decide if you should self-manage or if you are at the position where you should hire someone. If you're a property manager, at some point you have to make the decision as to whether you're going to expand your business and employ someone, or whether you're going to stay as a sole trader and manage the business for yourself. Well, I just wanted to give you a few indications as to why I think you should continue to self-manage your property. The first one is you probably have a small portfolio of properties. So if you have a very small portfolio of properties, you probably only have a few landlords and a few tenants, and therefore you don't really have too many maintenance issues, and therefore you don't necessarily have a lot of tasks or things that you need to do for your business that will need you to employ somebody else. Also, you could be resistant to delegation, so there's a possibility that you want to control absolutely everything in your business. So therefore, with that kind of mentality, it wouldn't make any sense for you to expand your business and to hire somebody else, because with that you then have to obviously have appropriate systems and appropriate processes, and if you do not have appropriate systems or processes in place, it'll be very difficult for you to be able to delegate and to employ somebody else to assist you in your business. You may also be resistant to training another member of staff, because you consider your time quite precious and you enjoy the kind of quality of freedom that you have with working in your business at the moment. So therefore, employing someone would entail you having to give up a portion of your time for maybe a month or so in order to train a new member of staff. Also, the final thing I think is business growth. You may not necessarily want your business to grow extremely large, where you're handling 100 or so properties. Maybe you enjoy managing 50 or less properties, and whether they are HMO properties or single let properties or even commercial properties, you just enjoy the business as it is at the moment and you're not looking to expand. So those are the kind of reasons I'm thinking that you probably want to continue to self-manage. When you decide to employ someone in your business, there are certain things that has to happen in your business for you to be able to expand and to be able to employ someone, or not even just employ someone, just to hire someone on a freelance basis, whatever the case. So if you are considering to employ someone, or perhaps deciding as to whether this is the right time for you to employ someone, then you need to think about, are you the bottleneck in your business? Are you the kind of person that is, getting, responding to emails slowly, getting to maintenance slowly? Have you had responses from your tenants and your landlords telling you that they would like a fast response, that they would like things done a lot quicker? That is because you're probably the bottleneck in your business. You're the one that's making the business perform extremely slowly. May not necessarily be a bad thing, but if you want to progress and move forward, then you need to consider hiring someone. Your business is probably growing. That could be another factor. So you could be having lots more meetings with lots of landlords. You could be speaking to a lot of tenants that are looking to move into your properties. So therefore, as your business is growing, as you're meeting more people, as you're getting more people interested in your properties, then that is an opportunity for you to know that your business is growing, and therefore you need to consider employing a member of staff. Also, your mentality is you're flexible, you're adaptable, you don't mind changing, you don't mind training someone. You're probably looking forward to having a member of staff on your payroll or working alongside you, so you can have discussions, see how things are progressing in your business, just kind of having someone to discuss things with, so that you're not making every single decision by yourself. And lastly, because you've got processes, so your business is systemized. You have standard operating procedures in place. You've written out all of the procedures that take place in your business. So if there's a possibility that you're not able to work in your business, and you're able to hand it over to somebody else who's able to take care of the business for you. So if you have those standard operating procedures in place, and your business is somewhat systemized, where some things take place without you necessarily having to be there, or you do something and then it connects with another and it connects with another, then therefore you're definitely in a position and you're ready to get a member of staff. What type of staff members should you consider having in your business? So the first option would be obviously to employ someone. So when you're employing someone, you have to obviously consider all the financial obligations of hiring that person. You have to think about the specific location of where you're going to be having them. Do they need an office space? Do they need desks and pens? And do they need to have any specific type of insurance that you need to include in your business because you're not having someone on site in your business? When you're employing someone, you have to obviously make sure you've got enough work to have them working with you either on a full-time basis or a part-time basis. So that is an employee. When you consider having an intern, so an intern, actually the intern can be at any age nowadays. So you can sometimes have a young person that's just out of school or a mature person who just wants to, get back into the workforce or not necessarily have a great deal of skills, but they want to understand this industry. So then you get an intern. An intern is financially can be very beneficial to employers in that you don't pay them the maximum rate. You pay them a minimal amount of money, and obviously they're waiting for you to train them. So with a intern, they take a great deal of training because they're not necessarily used to your working environment. They'll probably take more training than an employee, part-time employee or full-time employee, because a full-time and part-time employee, when you put an advert out, you're looking for specific skills and specific knowledge of the industry, whereas the intern may not necessarily have any knowledge of the property industry whatsoever. You may also consider a seasonal or temporary member of staff just to be able to assist you in when it gets to very, very, very busy periods. So there may be times, for example, around January or around August, where people are looking to get properties, and there get students who are looking to leave or looking to get rooms or properties again. So you definitely have different influxes of times throughout the year where it gets extremely busy as a property manager, and you've got to do viewings, you've got to do maintenance, you've got to do